There are people that I've met that have sworn they've been abducted by aliens and they've seen them, and some of those conferences out there are pretty amazing
Yeah.
when you go to, you know?
Sweet. So you chose, have aliens visited Earth? Are you leaning towards yes or no?
Well, it's kind of a tough question to answer. I've been to a lot of UFO conferences. I'm actually a filmmaker, also working on a big sci-fi movie now, like
Nice.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that type of film.
Wow.
Yeah, so just busy raising money for it. And but I mean, to answer the question, I've seen a lot of interesting things with different people that I know. Lights in the sky that can't be explained. Can't behave. I went over to Arizona, to it's called South Mountain, Phoenix, and there's a guy out there who explains all the petroglyphs from the Native Americans and what they used to see in the sky. And he has video as well of these same things that you see on the rocks, you see in the sky. And it's like amazing when he videotapes these things. So as far as, the beings that we're all familiar with, the grays and with the big eyes and stuff, some people say that they've been, abducted by them, but it's like, where's the actual proof, Now, is there intelligent life in the universe? Absolutely. But whether it's come to visit us, that can be debated, we don't really know, you know what I mean?
You don't know.
But I believe that there's definitely intelligent life out there. Because if it happened here on Earth, it definitely happens out there in other universes and other realms, other solar systems, and it's almost like a template. Life evolved here on Earth, and why can't it evolve the same way on other planets?
Okay. So you currently just don't know about this one, about have aliens visited Earth?
I'm going to say yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to say yes,
Okay.
but we don't know when it happened. It could have happened 100,000 years ago. It could have happened last week. We just don't know, But there are people that I've met that have sworn they've been abducted by aliens and they've seen them, and some of those conferences out there are pretty amazing when you go to,
Could I get a sense of your confidence that aliens have visited Earth?
The what?
Could I get a sense of your confidence that aliens have visited Earth? Saying go from 0 to 100, 0 being no confidence.
I would say 90.
90?
Yeah, I would say 90. Yeah.
You can move that little yellow tag to whatever best represents your confidence.
That's funny, right here.
Sweet.
I'd say about right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's like the main reason that gets you so high on that confidence?
Well, again, because the universe as we know it, as far as science, is so big, and who's to say that if technology can develop and evolve on this planet for us intelligent beings, why can't it happen on other planets that can sustain life? Because we judge our existence here based on our calendar and where we are technologically with our species, but in the scope of the universe, you don't really know where time is. You know what I mean? So, 100,000 years ago on another planet, they could be at the same place as we were, and they've evolved, and now they're able to travel. Who knows?
So it's highly likely there's life somewhere else in the universe.
Absolutely. Life, yes. Intelligent life, we don't know. And intelligent life that have visited Earth, I would say yes, though.
And what's like the main reason why?
Just because we're intelligent beings and we're here, and why not somewhere else?
Just because we're here, therefore other life is most likely true.
Sure.
Therefore, if that's true, then they would likely be here? You have visited here?
It depends on the technology. If it even exists, we don't know.
If alien life, just because alien life exists and is intelligent and has super good technology, how does that relate to them visiting Earth?
Well, if they're scanning the universe for other life systems, like Earth, and they have the technology to scan a super telescope or whatever it might be, maybe they're able to do that, find us.
So they would most likely want to visit anything they see as life if they found life?
Sure, maybe not necessarily has to be humans. It could be any form of life. It could be elephants. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it could be anything. Carl Sagan has a really good book called The Pale Blue Dot. Mm-hmm. And he explains, about how if aliens came to visit us, what would they think? Mm-hmm. Based on the perspective and distance of what they're seeing, mm-hmm. how far away they are, if they're 100,000 feet up, if they're 50,000 feet up, and then finally when they come down to the surface, mm-hmm. what are they seeing? What are they experiencing from their perspective, Mm-hmm. So
you're currently 90%.
I would say, but I don't know when. I know if it happened last week, 100,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. There's so many interesting in South Africa. There's a gentleman called Michael Tellinger who he's an archaeologist in a sense, and he explores all these old ancient ruins mm-hmm. That can't really be explained any other way, as far as like whether humans did it or advanced civilizations did it. And there's a lot of other structures too. In Japan, there's this sunken, it's like a wall and these big giant like steps, and there's no way that's, it was naturally done that way. Like somebody carved those big blocks out of something. You can look it up in Japan, underwater giant blocks, and you'll see them.
So there's ancient structures that we currently don't have sufficient reason to believe were done by humans?
Right, exactly. A lot, all over the world.
Yeah. Therefore, it's most likely aliens that did that?
It could be. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was human beings 100,000 years ago. Then they had technologies then that we didn't know about now, and it's lost knowledge,
Just ancient humans, they could have known more than we do now.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of speculation. Mm-hmm. Science only goes so far. You go by evidence and logic and reasoning. Mm-hmm. You find things, and you form hypotheses and theories, and some things just can't be explained by saying, "Oh, the ancients did this." Yeah, but how? How did they do it?
Some things just can't be explained using science or reason like that.
Sure, yeah.
So you're currently 90%. Anything you could learn or find out to raise your confidence about it?
Willing to find out? What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is there anything you could learn or find out?
Oh, sure. There's always ongoing learning, about
mm-hmm.
What's going on.
Yeah. What's an example of something that you could see or find out that could raise your confidence?
Well, if they actually have evidence of an alien that crashed, they say that these things crash and they die, and the government comes in and they research what it is, they do autopsies. That's more like science fiction to me, Mm-hmm. But if they actually had, a real body, it'd be interesting to see it.
If we saw on the news tomorrow, all the news around the world, scientists have confirmed this is most likely alien technology that was discovered, that would change your confidence?
Well, it depends, because I believe, like one of your questions is something about fake news. I believe a lot of the news that we see it's not real.
So if that happened on the news, it would most likely be fake news?
Could be. Just depends, because you're getting your information through a signal that they manipulate and they modify, mm-hmm. and they make you believe what they want you to believe.
Yeah. So what evidence could you see that would be sufficient that intelligent life
I'd have to go there myself and see things for myself.
You have to see it in person?
Yeah. Yes, I would have to see things myself.
And you would determine it based on your own expertise, or would you rely on other people?
Well, I would have to, consult with other people around me to see what they think and see if this is logical or it's not logical,
Okay. All right. So stuff that could raise your confidence that you could see?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Any examples of things that could lower your confidence?
Well, like for example, when I go to these conferences, you have these people that are so far out there, and it's like that lowers my confidence. People talking about absurd things, like this one guy. He claims that he used to work for the government, and he worked in he was a real life MIB, Men in Black.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he said that he saw all kinds of technology, and he had this suit that he can jump from 60 feet and land, and nothing would happen to him. And this is all entertainment, and I'm saying to myself, this guy is just thrown in there for entertainment purposes. There's no real, validity to anything he's saying.
So you're saying.
So these like detractors come in, and
So if you met more people like that, you would be less confident aliens existed or aliens have visited?
Well, again, I'd have to see some kind of proof. Like I'd have to go to a base and see. Like he said, he used to go. There used to be underground bases, and there used to be all kinds of extraterrestrials walking around, and it was a common thing for him to see this. And it's a little out there. Yeah, it's a little out there.
So that would lower your confidence if you met more people like that?
If I met more people like that, I mean,
Is that what you're saying?
I think it would, unless they can show me something. They got to show me some kind of proof.
Anything else that could lower your confidence?
I want to do the free will.
Well, the fact that you don't really see much every day. Just every day being out and about. If aliens were here, you would see them all the time. But I gotta tell you, the guy out in Arizona, he constantly sees things in the sky, like all the time, and he's got video. And I went there and I interviewed him, and it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
When you see the petroglyphs engraved in the rocks, and then you see the video, what he filmed, and you're like, wow, that's what that is. And the Native Americans used to draw that on the rocks thousands of years ago. South Mountain in Phoenix.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people now have HD cameras in their pockets.
Oh, yeah.
So if stuff was happening, we most likely would
He shot a lot of stuff. It's interesting. He's got a book and everything. Yeah.
So the lack of that evidence is reason to doubt, since most people have cameras with them now?
I mean, I've seen some pretty amazing. I don't know if it's real or not, but some of the videos I've seen at the conferences are pretty. Because I'm a filmmaker and I do camera work, and I'm saying to myself, wow, how do they fake that? That's kind of. They have this one video of this craft that was hovering over Mexico City, and it looked pretty real. I mean, I was like, wow. And a lot of people saw it, so I don't know. Again, it's a lot of unanswered questions. So
if you had answers to those questions that could be sufficient to you, and they're just explanations that don't include aliens, would that change your confidence about this?
Well, are you going to get religious now with me?
No.
Okay.
Like, I'm just hypothetically.
Well, I mean, some people have said that these type of things are works of the devil, and they're trying to detract you.
Natural explanations.
What's that?
Natural explanations.
Yeah, I mean, psychology, natural explanations. Yeah, I've heard of all of it. Yeah, exactly. And, people that are delusional, they see things, they went through trauma, and this is how they deal with it. I get it. Yeah, I mean, that could be possibly too,
Okay.
But the fact that we are here on Earth as intelligent beings on a planet that has life, that is reason enough to believe that there's other planets like this with intelligent life as well. Yeah, so.
Gotcha. Cool. Well,
That's
thanks,
it.
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It was really great. Nice to meet you.
What do you have, a podcast or something?
It's a YouTube channel here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's called
There's so many cool questions.
Yeah, this is the name of it. Yeah, thanks. See ya.
Maybe I'll do another one.
Yeah, I'll be here. Try to be every Saturday.
It's funny, I actually noticed you going out, but I didn't take the time to read. And any chance that I could take to speak my mind, I gotta say, I gotta take.
Awesome. So, which one did you want to talk about?
Free will, for sure.
Cool. Can you grab
100%.
that from the board over there?